Welcome to the Next Level Sales podcast, where lead generation, sales, spirituality, and business strategy come together to help you live to your greatest potential while building a thriving business and life of your dreams. My name is Jessie Quimby Hearns, and I am so glad you joined me today. It is my most sincere wish that this podcast shines a whole new perspective on what people traditionally think of lead generation and sales, and that it brings you some fresh thoughts about your business, inspires you to approach sales and lead generation in a whole new way, and motivates you to build a life and business beyond your wildest dreams. I am so grateful to have you here with me today. With that, let's get to today's episode. I had a conversation yesterday with someone who has a really great plan for their coaching business. A newer coach, honestly, has been doing coaching in their business life for a long time, but looking to move into the online space. This is a pretty normal thing, seeing a lot of people, talking to a lot of people at this place in their life right now, right? And so they've got this great experience. They've helped a lot of people. They have an expertise. But the shift to moving into the online space and understanding that suddenly there's this need to have to promote yourself, to find leads, to find clients. This seems like almost a big, overwhelming, maybe a massive speed bump in their life, in their business. And it feels overwhelming. It feels daunting. It feels, I don't know, maybe like a little bit at a loss of how to move forward. There's a conflict, right? That so much experience, so much potential to help people, such a great vision and plan. Yet new business owners, new coaches come face to face with the fact that they've got to now promote this business, find a way to get themselves in front of people and sell what they are going to be doing. And this whole world of sales and lead generation has a lot of yuck around it, to put it very technically. Listen, I've been in the world of sales for 25 years. I don't still to this day consider myself to be a salesperson, right? I just don't identify with that label. And I think this is true for so many people. A lot of you out there probably have really great experience, have passion around helping people come to a new transformation in their life, overcome problems or challenges or obstacles, and yet have this big challenge of, as you promote yourself, trying to figure out how you're going to get clients, not who you're going to help, but how you're going to find these people so that you can start getting paying clients and actually have a business. You're not going to have a business if you don't have paying clients. And so, yeah, it's like this big speed bump in the road that a lot of people struggle with. This is such a common conversation that I have with people. They really hate the idea of pursuing new clients, pursuing leads. And, this is so normal. So many people out there really perceive the sales process to be a pursuing, a kind of tracking down your ideal people and putting yourself in front of them and helping them understand your offer, right? There's this energy of pursuing. And that energy feels really bad to a lot of people, me included, for all of the years that I've been in sales, and a really, really successful salesperson. But I hate the idea of tracking people down and trying to convince them that they need something from me. There's someone well-known, been in the sales business for a long, long time, very, very well-known name. His name is Zig Ziglar. If you've not heard of him, he was in the sales industry for a long, long time. He's no longer with us. But he had a mantra, a quote that he said, when you help people get what they want, you will get what you want. And so, like, when you help more and more and more people get what they want, you will get more and more and more of what you want. And I've always lived this philosophy as my sales mantra. I want to help people get what they want, not me convince them that they need what I have, right? There's so much difference in energy on both of these. And sales, as everything is in life, is an energetic sort of dance with your customer. And most people don't love getting sold to. Think about an opportunity in your life where someone was trying to sell you something. It just feels bad. Like you feel like someone's trying to convince you of something. So there's kind of a breaking of trust. It just feels yucky. Like you want to wipe the goo off your skin, right? Like it just doesn't feel good. And for most people, I know for me, it pushes me away from wanting to work with this person who's trying to sell me something. Now, listen, you might say, oh gosh, she doesn't like it. So, no wonder it doesn't work for her. But I've been in the sales world successfully. I've sold a lot of clients. I have taught a lot of people how to sell, how to find leads. And it's always been done with the energy of not pursuing, right? That is not what people really respond well to. That's not what they trust. I believe and have experienced the best way to sell is to invite people to understand what you have and want to learn more. Invite them to learn more about you and your offer. That builds trust. If someone is talking to you and they know what you have to offer, it's very likely that they have a problem or something that they are looking to make a change in their life on. And so they are seeking solutions to that, right? If you are in a shoe store, it's likely because you have some interest in getting new shoes. You're shopping for new shoes. This is the same in the online space. If you're looking to find a way to have a better relationship, you want to heal some relationship patterns in your life, you may be in the online space looking for someone to help give you guidance on how to develop better relationships or better communication skills, things like that. Your buyers are going to be out there looking for you and solutions to whatever it is that they're trying to up-level in their life, shift in their life, find a transformation for in their life. And so when someone comes to you and you can help them get what they want, the energy of this is so, so different. So as a coach who is out there in the online space, think about what you're doing to try and find your leads, to try and enroll new clients. Are you doing a pursuing sort of an action, or are you doing an inviting sort of an action? And which one feels better to you? I will say there's a lot of personalities out there. And depending on your personality and what your offer is, maybe that pursuing sort of energy and action is right for you. Maybe that's perfectly aligned to your ideal clients. And if that's the case, terrific. That's a good match for you. But if you feel any sort of resistance to what you're doing to try and find leads and new clients, if you find yourself feeling like you're pursuing people, having to track them down, you're being asked to go into Facebook groups and try and find people who have problems and then invite them into a conversation. Now, while this sounds like an invitation, it's actually you trying to pursue people who may really not need you. It's a very different sort of an energy. You're still trying to reach out to them first without you knowing that they have a need, and try to sell them something, try to explore their interest, as opposed to them coming to you because they do already have an interest. Does that make sense? There's a big difference here. And if you're doing things that energetically you feel a resistance to, that don't feel good to you, how do you think it's going to work as far as you feeling confident and aligned to enrolling these new clients? Probably not so good. When you don't feel good about what you're doing for your lead generation, what you're doing to enroll new clients, how that process is going, it's not going to be successful for you. You know, you think about people who are magnetic. You know, those people that walk into a room, they have an air of confidence. People are drawn to them, right? They just have this energy about them that people seek them out. And this is really kind of the energy that will work best for you when you are finding leads and talking to your potential clients to enroll them. When you have that air of quiet confidence, of seeking to help people, of inviting them to get to know better, of you having conversations or assessing if they really are a good fit to work with you, if you can help them reach the goals that they're seeking. It's not just you're trying to get the next sale. You are sincerely trying to help them and assessing if what you do really is in alignment with their goals. This is such a different energy. It draws your ideal clients to you. They really want to seek you out. They feel a trust. You're building a genuine connection and relationship. You're kind of working together to see if you are a good match to help each other. And this is a totally different energy for you. It is a totally different energy for your client as well. They won't feel resistance. They won't want to back away from you because you're not trying to sell them something. They actually will move towards you because you are not trying to push something on them. They will move towards you and want to work with you because you've built that trust. You're not just out there pursuing them to get the next sale. And people feel that. Look, when someone has a problem and they are seeking solutions, they want to buy. They want to buy. They want to find an answer, right? And they want to find someone that they trust, someone they feel is aligned in like the goal that they want to accomplish. If they can find someone who can give them peace of mind that that person can help them get to that goal, wow, between the trust and the alignment of goals, people want to work with people like that. They're drawn to work with you. They move in your direction. It is truly an invitation that people feel empowered and want to make. And how different is this from what so many people are doing out there in the online space where they're just trying to make the next sale and enroll more new clients and aren't necessarily so invested in the results. You know, there's one thing I know for all of the clients that I work with, because I am very careful about enrolling people that are a good match for what I do, that are energetically aligned to my goals, right? There's one thing that I say, we talk about this in our coaching calls, is that the one thing you can truly guarantee as a coach that is invested in your client's success is that you are invested in their success. You really care from your heart to see this person live and embody the transformation that you help people with. And you can say that with a whole heart to your potential clients who are thinking about working with you. If they move on to the next coach, that's surely not a guarantee. So I know in my world, with the people that I work with, this is something that we embody in what we do and how we reach out and talk to our potential clients about how we help them. That energy, again, the confidence that you can speak to them, the active listening about wanting to learn about them and their situation, whatever they're struggling with, whatever they're looking to overcome in their life, the fact that you genuinely connect and care and you want to be the guide that helps them over the difficult steps to a place of success, that you are their cheerleader when they may not even believe in themselves and the other people in their life may not understand the goals that they have. But you can be that constant. You can be that one that is absolutely there to help them on the way. This whole, true, passionate desire to help your clients, your soulmate clients who are really aligned to how you help people, This is huge in making you the go-to choice for people to work with. And it totally shifts the pursuing path. All right, think about that path. The pursuing path, cold outreach, trying to network, trying to have conversations with people just to see if they have a need so that you can jump on in there and say, hey, listen, if you're interested, I can help you with that, right? When they don't really necessarily have a need. I can't tell you how many times I have actually heard people, clients say to me, gosh, I've had people say, who had you reach out to me to try and sell me this? They were offended. This cold outreach really pushes people away. So, if you think about the path of pursuing cold outreach, posting, like posting, which is almost like shouting into a hole in the online space, right? You're just shouting out there to the universe and hoping that someone's going to listen. That is kind of an outreach, but it's a lot of effort that may or may not produce results. You don't know that the people that you're posting for actually are going to watch or care about what you're posting or have that need. They might move towards you. There's a lot of effort there on that. Even in any sort of conversation that you have, if you do have someone that has a need and you move into that pursuing, selling mode, it can very quickly push somebody away, right? I had a client once who was very assertive in her conversations, and she had a client who was interested, but she was so assertive in the conversation to enroll the person that the client actually just dropped away. And it took a couple of weeks of follow-up for my client to actually get back in touch with that person. And the person said, hey, listen, I was really sold on what you had, but the conversation felt so much like you were just trying to close me on the sale, get me on to sign up right now, that I was uncomfortable and I needed to back away because I just don't like that. So you got to think about, if you are a person that is uncomfortable with that method with that pursuing of your potential clients, and your potential clients would not respond well to that sort of client enrollment process. Got to think about who your avatar is too. Some avatars may love that more assertive closing. They may want you to do that, right? But there's a lot of niches that require a more sensitive, caring approach. You're dealing with someone who's having some problems. So the pursuing mode pushes people into making a snap decision that they may ultimately regret if they say yes. And potentially it really pushes clients away from you even before they're willing to enroll. So do either of those situations sound good or feel good to you? This is just something you need to think about. Versus the path that is the inviting path, where you create a system that allows people to get to know you and invites them to understand how you help people. It's inviting people to ask you questions. It's inviting people to see if you're good to work together. It's not a foregone conclusion. I always like to think about it this way. If my client wants in to work with me, but I don't think they're a good fit, I'm not going to be taking them, right? So this has got to be a mutual thing. I need to be good with their goals and who they are, as far as being sure that I really feel like I can help them. I certainly have enrollment conversations where I'm like, look, I just don't think what I do is the best match for your specific goals. And isn't that empowering too, as opposed to just, if your client decides to say, yes, I want to work with you, that you're just saying, okay, that's good with me. If it's a good fit, that's great, right? But if it's not a good fit, boy, you don't want an unhappy customer who's not reaching the goals the way they envisioned because they're out of alignment. What their ultimate end goal is not how you help people. Hope that makes sense. You want to create a system. If you don't like that pursuing sort of energy on the sales front, you want to create a system that is in alignment with you, because this is going to help you flourish. The energy of inviting people to get to know you, of not selling to them, but just having an opportunity to get to know them, build a relationship with them, have them understand who you are, and invite them to join you if you feel like it's a good match. So different than trying to sell someone something. I'm really curious if this has given you something to think about. The energy of pursuing versus inviting is big on the sales front. And I love having these conversations for those of you who have not lived in the sales world. I know the feeling of trying to sell someone something can oftentimes not feel great. And I want to be sure that people out there understand that it doesn't need to be that you're selling people stuff, that you literally can invite them to get to know you and how you help people and see if it's a good match from there. That's what we talk about every day in High Ticket Sales Accelerator. That is the system that I believe in, that I have been using personally for myself for over 25 years in the sales world, both in the corporate world. It's what I have taught hundreds of people, business professionals, to huge success in their personal lives in the sales world, as well as what I use personally each and every day in my business life now as an online coach. The inviting people honors and respects your ideal client because it's empowering them to ask you questions. It's empowering them to learn about what you do. It's empowering them to make the decision for themselves. And it's respecting your ideal people because you're not assuming that they need your help. You're actually having a mutual conversation about their needs and how you help people. I'd love to know your feedback on this, your thoughts on this, if you can relate to the pursuing versus the inviting sort of energy. And if you'd like to hear more conversation about what it's like to actually create a system that invites people to come towards you as opposed to you pursuing them in the online space, happy to share more. I do have a mini course that talks in more detail about this. I share about what that system can look like, really can make that whole scary, unpleasant world of sales and lead generation completely different from what you may be experiencing today. I hope this gives you a little something to think about and maybe some hope to the direction of finding something that's really in alignment with you, your values, your energy, your spirit, your ideal buyers, and shows you a path to growing your business that feels so much better to you than what you might be doing now. I wish you all a great day and tons of success as an online coach. It's a fantastic world that we get to help change people's lives one person at a time. It's really, truly a great honor and really fulfilling to watch. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Now, before you go, if this episode resonates with you, I would absolutely love it if you would follow the podcast and leave a review so we can reach more entrepreneurs just like you who are eager to build a thriving coaching business that lights up their soul, gives them time freedom, and brings them financial abundance without feeling all that resistance and yuck when it comes to lead generation and sales. And if you're interested in knowing more how you can make lead generation and sales easier inside your business, check out my free mini course. You'll find the link to that mini course in the episode notes. And if you'd like to get to know me better, see what's going on in my life, hop on over to Instagram.com and follow me at Jessie Q Sales Coaching. Be sure to say hi to me there and let me know you found my podcast. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great week, my friends. Just know I'm cheering you on to your biggest imaginable business success.